Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Times Up Ummah. Today's first news update is coming from United States, where the United States President Joe Biden has expressed its thanks to the Egyptian President Sisi for its successful diplomacy and cooperation with the United States and bring both rivals to ceasefire after 11 days of huge Israeli bombardment on Gaza and rocket attacks from Gaza. White House said in a statement on Monday that Biden discussed efforts to rebuild following the deadly assault on the besieged Palestinian territory in a phone call with his Egyptian counterpart, Abdul Fattah al-Sisi. The statement said the two leaders consulted on the urgent need to deliver humanitarian assistance to those in need in Gaza to support rebuilding efforts in a manner that benefits the people there and not Hamas. The phone call came as United States announced the visit of United States Secretary of State to Israel and Palestinian Authority, and sources said he will also visit Egypt and Jordan to discuss possible peace in the region. And you should also keep in mind that the Biden administration has faced widespread pressure, including from within his own Democratic Party, to push Israel to agree to an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. But the United States President and his top officials has insisted that behind-the-scenes diplomacy was a better approach. Because firstly, Biden administration was fully supporting the Israeli aggression and was also intended to sell out some over $700 million worth of weapons, which was to destroy the remaining human rights and peace in the region. Egypt helped reach the truce between Israel and Hamas that came into force on Friday, and the country sent delegation to Tel Aviv and the occupied Palestinian territories to help watch over the deal's implementation. And it also announced $500 million to help rebuild the Gaza, which is flattened by Israeli bombardment. According to the latest reports, nearly 250 Palestinians, including dozens of children, were killed in Israel's 11-day bombardment of Gaza, which also injured about 2,000 others and damaged and destroyed many buildings and much critical infrastructure. And at least 12 people in Israel, including 2 children, were also killed by rockets fired from the strip by Palestinian armed groups. But for now, the Israeli assaults has still continued despite the ceasefire, as pressure on Netanyahu still continued from the Israeli Knesset. The violence erupted after Israel's plan to forcibly displace Palestinian families from occupied East Jerusalem and its attacks on Palestinian worshippers at Al-Aqsa Mosque compound spurred widespread protests in Jerusalem, the occupied West Bank, and inside Israel.